The man arrested for the murders of 4 people inside that Northwest D.C. home made his first appearance in court just about an hour ago.
As you saw first on 7 last night, Daron Wint was captured in Northeast D.C. We've got team coverage of his arrest with Jennifer Donlin, who broke that story last night. Sam Ford and Brianne Carter also on the story for us tonight. Let's begin now with Brianne, who was in the courtroom when Wint appeared there just this afternoon. Brianne?
Leon, that's right. Just this afternoon, 34-year-old Daron Wint making an appearance before a judge here at D.C. Superior Court and held without bond. He is expected to be back here in court June 23rd for another hearing, now facing first-degree murder charge in connection with a quadruple homicide last week in Northwest D.C. Now, in court, prosecutors requesting Wint's fingerprints to be tested, this against a latent print prosecutors say was found on a water bottle at the Savopolis family home. And new this hour, we are learning more charges are expected in this case. And we also are learning new information, including the fact that authorities believe more than one person may have been involved. Well, new tonight, let's get into the court records released within the last couple of hours, showing that Amy and Savopolis, their son Philip, and their housekeeper Vera Figueroa were held against their will by Mr. Wint and others from 6 p.m. Wednesday, May 13th through the afternoon hours on May 14th, when firefighters were called to that home in Northwest. Now, according to court records, we've learned Mr. and Mrs. Savopolis and their housekeeper were in an upstairs bedroom. Their son Philip was in an adjacent bedroom. Now, in court today, the prosecution claims pizza boxes were found in that same room where those 3 adults were located. Pizza that was delivered to the home, according to court records, 9:15 Wednesday night. The delivery man instructed to put the pizzas on the front step, ring the doorbell, and leave. This, is court documents allege, the family and housekeeper were held against their will inside. This follows information investigators linked Wint to this crime through DNA found on pizza crust. Court documents tonight alleging Thursday, May 14th, $40,000 were delivered to the Savopolis home by an employee. This affidavit claiming the employee didn't originally tell the truth about that money, about how he was contacted about it, or originally how it was placed inside of that home. We understand witnesses telling authorities it was left inside a car in the Savopolis garage. Well, investigators searched that car and garage. That money not found at that home. New information tonight as well about the family's 2008 blue Porsche, which was found in Prince George's County, set on fire. Court documents describe the driver as a black man with short, quote, well-groomed hair. Today in court, Wint's lawyer saying that doesn't match Wint's description. Just after the court proceedings, hearing from officials speaking about this case, take a listen.
Though Mr. Wint is now incarcerated and he's held without bond, our work is not done. We will continue to investigate this case and bring all charges that are appropriate in the coming weeks.
And we will continue to follow that. Again, Mr. Wint expected to be back here in court June 23rd. Reporting live, Brianne Carter, ABC7 News.
All right, thanks, Brianne. Now, ABC7's Jennifer Donlin was the first reporter on the scene when Daron Wint was taken into custody. He was picked up in the 1000 block of Rhode Island Avenue, Northeast, after the investigation led police to a hotel in College Park. Jennifer Donlin joining us now live on Rhode Island Avenue. She's got more on that arrest. Quite a scene, Jennifer.
What a night it was, Leon. You know, as I walked down this street, we were the first ones here. You could see the entire place was shut down, flashing lights everywhere. But most importantly, you could see that relief and satisfaction on the faces of U.S. Marshals. When the Capital Area Fugitive Task Force got the warrant for 34-year-old Daron Wint on Wednesday,
we went full speed on it, trying to develop associates, patterns of life.
That led them to Brooklyn, New York, where they learned Wint was staying with his girlfriend. U.S. Marshals in New York moved into position, but they just missed him.
Wint had seen his image on the news as the suspect, and he panicked and fled.
Frustrating, yes, but the non-stop hunt quickly led marshals and officers in New York back to the D.C. area. They say they found Wint at the Howard Johnson Motel in College Park, room 412.
We had a staging location where we were preparing for a tactical entry on the hotel room.
But an advanced team signaled Wint was now in a car. The car and a moving truck were driving out of the motel's parking lot. More than 20 undercover units followed the white Chevy and box truck for 5 miles. Once on Rhode Island Avenue in Northeast, arrest.
We conducted a vehicle pin where we closed in and boxed in the sedan.
Sources say Wint was in the passenger seat with 3 other females in the car. Court docs showed he had a bag in his hands. Also, someone in the car admitted to detectives that they ordered $10,000 worth of money orders. Just yards away, the team pinned in the moving truck.
We were concerned that we tried to block it off. He could plow right through us.
Sources confirm Wint's brother Daryl was in that truck, along with hundreds of dollars in cash and more money orders.
We approached with overwhelming force, so they gave up immediately, all of them.
No one heard. At one point during this 48-hour investigation, there were rumors Wint was going to turn himself in. U.S. Marshals tell us it didn't appear to be that way. They were worried he was getting ready to flee the country. Reporting live from Northeast, I'm Jennifer Donnellan. Back to you.
All right, great job, Jen. Thank you for your reporting. Now, Daron Wint was with 2 other men and 3 women when police arrested him, and ABC7 is working now to learn as much as we can about who these other people are. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford picks up our team coverage live from the scene of the original crime in Northwest D.C. And the question is, did Wint act alone? Sam?
Yes, Allison. Well, in describing what happened here at the family home, police in charging documents say they believe that all 4 victims were held captive, quote, by Mr. Wint and others. For neighbors of the victims, the belief by police that Daron Wint did not act alone comes as no surprise. Every neighbor we spoke to today believes that as well.
To have one person keep 4 people hostage in their own home, it's a little, I don't know, I find it to be a little strange.
Hard to believe
that one person can actually keep, 3 adults and a little boy.
The obvious question, were any of the people taken into custody last night with Daron Wint, with him or involved in the crime at the victim's home? No names have been released, but we've learned through sources that one last night was Daron Wint, Daron's younger brother. He has a list of arrests himself in Maryland, including for selling marijuana, and he has 2 active cases now. But again, police have not named him or anyone else, only, as the document put it, based on your affiant's knowledge and experience and his observations of this crime scene, your affiant believes that the crime described in this affidavit requires the presence and assistance of more than one person. And again, the victim's neighbors agree.
It was clearly planned.
Does it make you wonder if it's just one person involved? Or?
No, I don't think so. I think probably it's a lot of people involved.
Who was really involved beside the person that they were looking for?
So police and prosecutors clearly are going to be leaning on the others that were taken into custody along with Wint last night to find out if more than one person was involved in this horrific crime. Reporting live from Northwest Washington, Sam Ford, ABC7 News.
Okay.